Daily Words of God. Walk in the way of God, fear God, and shun evil. There is a saying you should take note of. I believe this saying is very important, because for me, it comes to mind countless times every single day. Why is that? It is because every time I am faced with someone, every time I hear someone's story, and every time I hear of a person's experience or testimony of believing in God, I always use this saying to determine in my heart whether or not this individual is the type of person God wants and the type of person God likes. So then, what is this saying? I now have you all on the edges of your seats. When I reveal the saying, perhaps you will feel disappointed, because there are some who have been paying it lip service for many years. I, however, have never once paid it any lip service at all. This saying resides in my heart. So what is this saying? It is this: walk in the way of God, fear God, and shun evil. Is this not an exceedingly simple phrase? Nevertheless, despite its simplicity, people who genuinely have a deep understanding of these words will feel that they carry great weight, that this saying is very valuable for one's practice, that it is a line from the language of life containing the reality of the truth, that it represents a lifelong objective for those seeking to satisfy God, and that it is a lifelong way which anyone considerate of God's intentions should follow. So, what do you think? Is this saying not the truth? Does it or does it not have such significance? Also, perhaps some of you are thinking about this saying and trying to figure it out, and perhaps there are some of you who even feel doubtful about it. Is this saying very important? Is it very important? Is it necessary to emphasize it so much? There may also be some of you who do not much like this saying, because you think that taking God's way and distilling it into this one saying is too much of an oversimplification. To take all that God said and boil it down to one saying, would that not be making God out to be a bit too insignificant? Is that how it is? It could be that most of you do not fully understand the profound significance of these words. Though you have all made a note of it, you have no intention of storing this saying in your hearts. You have simply written it down in your notebooks to revisit and ponder in your spare time. Some of you will not even bother to memorize this saying, let alone attempt to put it to good use. Why, though, do I wish to mention this saying? Regardless of your perspective, and no matter what you think, I had to mention this saying, for it is extremely relevant to how God determines people's outcomes. No matter what your current understanding of this saying is, or how you treat it, I will still tell you this: if people can put the words of this saying into practice and experience them, and achieve the standard of fearing God and shunning evil, then they are assured to be survivors and are certain to have good outcomes. If, however, you cannot meet the standard laid out by this saying, then it can be said that your outcome is an unknown. Thus, I speak to you about this saying for your own mental preparation, and so that you will know what kind of standard God uses to measure you.